What's going on, everybody? Good Wednesday evening to you. Hope all y'all had a really good Memorial holiday. I didn't do a whole lot. Just kicked back mostly and went over family house. Sunday they did a little cookout over there. But today I'm out here, I'm weeding this old garden, y'all. We've been harvesting quite a bit of stuff, and a lot of stuff still trying to grow and it's not ready, but these weeds are my constant battle. I'm losing the battle at one of the gardens, the one at the church. I went over there the other day and I took the weed eater to it, and then I went back. Let's see, what day was that on? I went over there Thursday, took the weed eater to it. After church Sunday, walked out there and looked at it and looked like I hadn't did a thing. So I got to go over there and put in some serious elbow grease. But this is what this garden coming along like right now. So everything out here is either growing or it's not. This one little old doggone Lord have mercy, I can't even call the name of the doggone plant right now. Boy, I'm tired. I just got home from work a little bit ago. What's this? Broccoli. I'm sorry, broccoli, y'all. This thing is in struggle mode. And so is a lot of stuff over here. You see them little pepper plants didn't do nothing. Turned out that my pack of cabbages that I got from Gurney's, I'm not sure if that stuff was labeled wrong or what. Because this is lettuce. And we've been eating salads off of it, and it's supposed to be some hybrid type cabbages, but they are not cabbages. So we've been eating on them. But anyway, man, my little okra, I ain't even gonna have no okra this year, but my watermelon's doing pretty good. They running along, and they hanging and growing and whatnot. Got a bunch of little ones, you know, hanging and stuff. I gotta run this one back up. I weeded the watermelon cages out a few minutes ago, and my little girl came out here earlier. She wanted a watermelon, and my wife wasn't paying no attention to her, and it was one that was almost the size of that one. She pulled it off, and I almost got in my feelings, but she didn't know, and Mama wasn't watching her close, and baby girl wanted a watermelon, so I had to school on when they ready. But watermelon plants, they doing all right. Most of them got little ones on them, and they running along or whatever, and got some, you know, down underneath, and, you know, hanging and stuff right in there and stuff. And this one also got some hanging. I love growing my watermelons in these tomato cages. Keep them from being all over the ground. These two tomatoes, these icebox watermelons. These two icebox watermelons that I replaced the ones that died from, man, they going slow. That one is struggling to grow faster. This one's growing faster, but it hadn't put anything out yet. So I'm waiting to see how that go. Now these right here, man, these zucchini squash, man, I done ate so many zucchini squash, my eyes is turning green. Man, every day we gotta pick zucchini squash. They just keep going. You see that one down there? It's gonna be in a day or two. It's gonna be ready to pick. This one down here, it's got a flower on it. It's got a couple of them. Got that one, and then it's got that one, and we probably got 10 or 12 big zucchini plants sitting on the table right now, man. And I probably fry me some up tonight. But my cantaloupe plants, I'm just weeding out here today. My cantaloupe plants, they running along. I got to get them suckers caged up. I hadn't been on my JOB like I should have. My corn, oh, I'm sorry, I skipped them po beans. Yeah. Them po beans ain't doing nothing. They done start got some kind of brown on them, and well, I don't know what's going on. I almost feel like my dirt got blight, and I hate to think that way, but I kind of feel like it do. But some of my corn already starting to try to mature, and this stuff is barely at my chest, some of it, and I'm not tall. This is the tallest one, and it's probably standing about 5 foot tall right now. But that stuff is just, I don't understand what be going on with this stuff, man. Like my sunflowers, they all just, till you get down here and these got flowers on them, but they not growing real tall. Everything started off beautiful, and then it ends up looking the way it's looking now. So from a distance, you would think the garden looked good till you get up close to it. Now over here in these boxes, it's been struggle city over here too, man. That African corn is growing tall. It's taller than the corn in the field. Even if it was on the ground, it'd be taller than the corn in the field, but it hadn't started maturing yet, and I'm glad of that. My wife came out here the other day and she was looking at the cucumbers. We ain't got but probably 5 or 6 cucumbers off of them. And she was looking at them. She said, baby, I think the cucumbers got blight. And she trimmed them back hard, because they were, man, them plants was everywhere. And I think we done pulled 5 or 6 cucumbers. That's about it. My mints are doing great though. My peppermint and my rosemary, they doing great. My peppers flowered off, and they trying to put some peppers out. I got a few peppers hanging off of there. I gotta ask a question about the one missing cabbage. My wife, I think she took that out. But my cabbages, they doing okay. I had put some 7 dust on them to keep the bugs off, but I think y'all get your tail out here. I think they've been jumping up in these boxes. But these pepper plants, they struggling. Man, they turning yellow and stuff. And some of them have little peppers on them. And them back there got little peppers on them, but they look horrible. They look horrible. These tomato plants, they struggling. And I replaced the ones that was in that box because they looked atrocious. These got some tomatoes on them, but they do not look good. The plants are horrible. These, my little cherry tomatoes and my little Italian tomatoes, what would they call the little Italian tomatoes? Little Sicily. They got a bunch of them on the plants, but the plants, I don't know what's going on. They look horrible. And that's one of my better boy big tomatoes. It ain't growing great. But these other boxes over here, man, this doggone Brussels sprouts. My wife and I had never planted Brussels sprouts before. So them suckers jumped up there so big. We didn't know how they grew. But we do now. And they coming in. And I'm hoping them babies come on, because I told her you need to thin these out some. You see, we done about ate all the lettuce. Man, we be out here pulling lettuce, making salads left and right. And them little strawberries that was on that little plant, they done. Didn't get a whole lot of nothing out of them. And then I thought my wife got regular white onions and red onions. Turned out she got white and red scallions. She came out here and pulled all them earlier. But I got 1 cabbage out of those 3 or 4 cabbages I planted in there that's growing. And of course, the doggone chives just took off. The beets took off, and the carrots took off. That's all good. But right now, I'm gonna get back out here and get on this field. I'm gonna get out here and finish my weeding and get this stuff done. I believe I'll bring y'all along for a little while and put in a little elbow grease with a little company. How about it? Let's get at it. All right, I'm out here and I'm just hoeing along this edge, keeping this grass that I had pulled some of it back a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. I had took the weed eater in here, and then after I weed eat, I took my little hand twist tiller, because for whatever reason, I don't know what's going on with my tillers. Them suckers, carburetors clean, good gas, new spark plugs, clean new air filter, new fuel filter. Neither one of them want to run right. So I have to go back old school, like my grandmama taught me. Get that old hoe. Now all I want to do is just keep this stuff away from my cages. I pulled all that out of the cages earlier. Just make me a little line down through here to keep them clear. Them potatoes my wife put in here, she didn't want to listen to me. Them suckers, I got one plant right here, but them suckers wasn't gonna grow this ground too hard. So what I ended up doing, I got a pile down there under that big oak tree in the woods, and I pushed up a pile of dirt, really good, soft, fertile dirt, and I put some potatoes in there, and them suckers is going crazy. Them plants are so tall, but I'm gonna let that one plant right there stay. I'm gonna let this plant stay and see what happens. I'm just glad to have the energy to do this today, because I've been so run down after work lately, it's been ridiculous. I guess the 3-day weekend helped me out pretty good. Pretty good right there. Get on down through here, and then I gotta probably hand pull some from around these zucchini plants. And it's a little bit inside that corn, but I don't think I'm finna worry about that too much. I'm gonna go through the aisle though and get that up. You know what? I just thought about something. I might have y'all looking in the sun. I ain't even think about that. Didn't look like it, but let me see. Y'all are looking at the sun, but it ain't bright. But I'm gonna turn y'all around the other way. That ought to do y'all a little better right there. Keep you out the sun, put it in my eyes. Well, I've been struggling with this little old sinus cold for about 2.5 weeks now. A lot of people been getting sinus colds lately. This junk be getting on my nerves sometimes. It's done slowed me down a lot. Today has been one of my better days with it, but right now, I can feel it trying to mess with me a little bit. This don't look too bad from when I came out here and used the weed eater, and then I used my little hand tiller. Don't look bad at all. This outside, I don't really like this outside reaching back in after I've cleaned it out. But we're gonna get her right. We'll get her right. Yeah, that's looking pretty decent up through there. It ain't gonna win no Garden of the Year award, I'll tell you that much. Show y'all. So all I'm doing, just going up through there, getting it off the edge, all the way up through there. And just clean it all out up through there. And like I said, I have a little bit of grass in here in between the corn. That ain't bad. And I'm gonna come through here and clean this all out, get some of that up. But that ain't bad. It don't take no time at all once you get moving. I'm gonna have to go over here right now though, get these cantaloupes cleaned out. So let me get to that. All right, got some little grass and stuff right here at the edge of the little bean patch, but all this stuff here, this dirt is good and loose. So a lot of this grass, I just take it up by hand. So probably won't need the hoe while I'm in here. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna just be gentle, move my cage off my cantaloupe for a second so I can get around it real good. I think I do all three of them like that. Just take the cage off real quick. Gotta be gentle with them. This one done ran a long ways. Cantaloupes always seem to take longer to grow than the watermelons do, and I always plant them at the same time. But they always take longer. When I was a kid, This is how we used to get the weeds out of the garden. My grandmother, she tried to keep us out there in the garden all summer if she could. Unless we were going fishing. Cause that woman loved to fish. Miss old Lucy, baby. But we're gonna pull all this up by hand around these cantaloupes. I guess me coming in here and just hand tilling it, it did pretty good because it hadn't grown back as thick as it could have. I tilled a lot of it under, weed ate it down, and then I come in here, like I said, with my little hand tiller, a little twist hand tiller, and then I did that, and I'm surprised and I'm happy that it's not near as bad as it could have been. That's pretty clean around that one. I put all the cages back on them when I'm through with them. And no, I do not wear gloves when I garden. I love to feel the dirt between my fingers. Came from the dirt. I like to feel it. I'll be back in it one day. All y'all will, some kind of way. So you might as well get to feeling it now. Make something useful happen. If I was a smarter person, I probably would have just put down some of them weed barrier garden tarps. But I love seeing the dirt. That's cool and all with the garden tarps, and it'll cut down on a lot of this kind of back-breaking work, but I don't mind this. I grew up doing this. I didn't grow up with covering the dirt up with a tarp. I grew up keeping the weeds out by hand, and that's what I just like to do. Keeps me busy doing something that's beneficial. A lot of beneficial things we could be doing. A lot of time people like me just get lazy, I ain't gonna lie. And I just want to sit on the couch a lot of time. But I have to be grateful for the time I got to the Lord to say thank you and go do something with it to bring him some glory. I asked for this place, he gave it to me, so I can't neglect what he gave me. So I just do the best I can as often as I can. Just trying to bring him glory with what he gave me. Whew. It is not too hot out here, but I am sweating. All right, that one cleaned up pretty quickly. The little bean patch, boy, weed. Well, y'all, my phone got hot. It told me it was too hot to keep recording, so I had to shut it off. But I got a helper come out here. Tell him, hey, Paris.
Hi.
Yeah, so I done made it around to this side, clearing out on the side. I got the cantaloupes all cleaned out real good over in there and put back in the cages, so they all good. All right, little camera lady, little wanting to be on the camera all the time. So all I'm doing now is the same thing I did up the other side. I'm just coming up through here and just trying to keep the weeds back from the edge. So that's all I'm doing all the way up through here, and just maybe loosen up around them sunflowers a little bit if I need to. Got some grass off in there. Have to get that out. But watch your head, boo. Get back, babe. Can you stand back? Or you want to do this? You want to do it? Come on. Come on. Come here. All right. Turn your hand around. Other way. Put that hand over there. No, right there. All right, you ready? Come on. Come on. This is the kind of help I get, y'all. Y'all already know I ain't got to say nothing. But you learning, ain't you? Yeah. She love garden club, y'all, at her school. But she get more garden club than any of the kids because she get it here at the house. She help plant, she help do all this stuff.
I just Sage Ruby.
You did who with a what?
Sage Ruby.
Sage Ruby, yeah, her friend Sage Ruby. She in garden club. Whew. Y'all can see a lot of this old grass just popping up from underneath where I had tilled it up with my little hand tiller. But I'm gonna go all the way down this edge. I don't believe I'm gonna do a whole lot in there with that corn because it's not as much. I might pull the big areas. But other than that, y'all, this is what I got going on. And I'll probably give y'all a shot of it when I'm all done. Paris, you gonna tell them bye?
Bye.
You gonna tell them bye?
Bye.
They can't see you.
Bye.
What that shirt say? Muy hand. Just a girl who loves her dad. That's right, daddy's girl. Say, see you, YouTube.
See you, YouTube.
All right, y'all. I done whooped up on it, and this done whooped up on me. I got her done now. So, I just came around this edge and did it just like I did the other side all the way down. But I weeded everything except for that little flower, that little bean bed. Because I don't think it's going to do a whole lot. But I got the corn weeded and everything else. So, I'm pretty weed free for the moment. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some stuff popping back up here for long. But it's pretty clean right now. Hold in between the row to rake up the other old grass. But now I got to tackle this other problem that I got. This the other problem I got. I got ant beds everywhere. So I got some fire ant stuff. I'm finna go around, kick some of these just a little bit, and I'm gonna sprinkle it on them. Then I'm gonna get my broadcast spread, and I'm gonna go across the field, the backyard. Ain't none in the front yard, but all out here. So I gotta go in here and get this stuff. First, I gotta take me a water break. My mouth is dry as a ball of cotton. But y'all, that's it for today. I appreciate y'all coming along with me. It's good to get dirt under your fingernails. That feel great. It'll wash out. But till the next time, man, y'all have a blessed one. And we'll catch y'all around the way. Later.